It's getting hot in here, so let me take my clothes off. Okay, so, hey guys. Today I'm going to tell you six tips on how to like maintain the blue in your hair and like how to keep the blue, basically. Tip number 1 is pretty obvious. Keep washes to a definite minimum. I've had this hair for 2 weeks now and I've only washed my hair 3 times within those 2 weeks. Well, I went swimming 3 times, so that means that that my hair was like submerged in water for like 6 times in 2 weeks, and this is where it's at right now. It has faded, definitely, but I don't know, I actually prefer the way the colour is right now. Tip number 2 is when you're washing your hair, try not to submerge or wet your hair until you're actually going to wash your hair and put conditioner in, because I don't know if it works or not, but it kind of makes sense, you know, not to have the hair in water as much as you can. Okay, tip number 3. Sunlight can fade hair dyes. So if you have an oil with UV filter in it, I would suggest to use that, because obviously, like I said, sunlight, the UV rays from sunlight can definitely fade the colour in your hair, and like, plus in general, you know, sunlight is just bad for your hair, so you should be using the oil all the time. Oil can keep your hair hydrated and nutritious, so that's especially important if you've just bleached your hair to get this like colour. So yeah, just use oils with UV filters, and the oil that I would recommend is L'Oreal Paris Elvive New Extraordinary Oil. This has 6 flower extracts and UV filter. You will not be able to see that because the writing is tiny. But basically, like, all you have to do, well, for my short hair, all you have to do is get 1 pump and then just rub it into your hands and then just put it in your hair. Just try to avoid the roots though. Just try and get everywhere except the roots, because obviously the roots get oily first. It's such a lightweight oil and it really does, like, the hair just soaks it up pretty quick. My 4th tip is to get a good oil, my 4th tip is to get a good hair dye. The hair dye that I used is really supposed to be, from what I've heard anyways, it's supposed to be literally the shittest on the market, but anyways, what I got was Crazy Colour, and the colour that I got was Capri Blue. And I actually think that this is a really good dye. Like, maybe it's just because it's the one colour, but usually I've heard so many bad things. Well, not bad, but, well, yeah, I've heard a good few bad things about this brand in general. That it's not long lasting, the colours aren't all that great. But for me, both of those things are true. Like, they are long lasting and it is really good colours. But like I said, maybe it's just this one colour. But maybe, I don't know, like, I'm not used to having like crazy colour, like this different kind of colour hair, so I'm not sure if 2 weeks is a long time or not. But to me, like, I thought it would have faded a lot more, or at least faded a lot differently. Like, I thought it would have looked pretty horrible. Like, I thought there'd be green bits here and there. Like, there is green bits, like there's green, like greenish, but not too green, but kind of like turquoisey or whatever, like colours, like here on my fringe and here. And but I think for the most part it's all fading pretty consistent. Plus the bottle was only €6, so I think that's pretty cheap. Okay, so tip number 5 is when your blue does start to fade, you may or may not notice spots that are going to be a different colour to the rest of your hair. Like for me, like I already said, the bit on my fringe and the bit here. These spots are fading a bit quicker than the rest of the head. So the tip is, as a fix to it, it's easy, just put more dye in your hair. So I do suggest buying 2 bottles of the Crazy Colour or whatever dye, not unless you get like a bigger tub, but for Crazy Colour I would suggest getting 2 bottles, especially if it's longer hair. For me, for my short hair, I've only used like half of that bottle, so I still have another half left. So I'm definitely going to be probably going to have to retouch up my hair after the next time I wash it. Or as a quick fix, you can mix some of the hair dye, mix some of the blue in with your conditioner, and then put it in. But the only problem with that is that it doesn't, when it's mixed with conditioner, it doesn't last as long. So yeah. My sixth and last tip is try not to touch your hair too much, because I'm a person that I literally just touch my hair like a million times a day. And I have noticed, like, these are the parts, look, if you've probably already noticed from my video or from other videos, that like these are the parts that I touch the most. And like I said earlier, this is the part that's fading the quickest. I also touched this, but there is roots here first before the blue, so then it's kind of my nails that are touching the blue. So I don't know, maybe it's just a coincidence. So anyways, that's my video. I hope you enjoyed. It's gonna be different for everyone's hair. Everyone has different hair textures, different hair types, hair colors, all that kind of stuff. But if you are looking for a good blue color that can fade nicely, I do recommend Crazy Color Capri Blue. So yeah, please like this video if it helped in any way at all, and comment down below if you have any more tips or whatever suggestions, whatever, and subscribe if you want to. All my links for Twitter, Instagram, Vine, whatever, it's all in the link below, or in the description below. And yeah, thanks for watching again, and bye bye.